Oh, and we're back. A little Anubis on deck. That one got a lot friskier on Inferno than perhaps we were anticipating. So now, what can Fluffy AIMERS show us on the newest map in the pool?
Well, they got to get a win to push us to a third map, that's for sure. And they haven't had that here over relegation and, of course, advanced playoffs going 0-2, as I mentioned earlier. But those two matches were pretty close, only a -5 round differential.
USP for Nectus.
Very interesting decision there.
He just wanted the noise. He wanted the noise. He wanted to let him know, and he wanted to put full faith in Big Guzera to close this one out. My God, Big Goo and Hudsao. There we go. Full house on. No bomb plant for FA.
Okay, well, that's the first pistol round victory for paiN throughout this series. Fluffy AIMERS looking pretty solid right up until that point. Of course, new map, new day potentially for paiN Gaming as they open things up with a 1-0 lead. Anubis, certainly a map that paiN is a ton more comfortable on than, of course, Inferno. They've beaten the likes of MIBR, Greyhound, Rooster, Team 1, and ATK here over the last 3 months. The only loss they've had was to Liquid, and that was a very tightly contested match over at the last First Showdown, where they lost 14-16. paiN-zevy gets one here. Dia gets the opener, though, onto Bigoos. That's a good trade coming through from paiN. Peek a bridge, great flashbang thrown. That'll give Lurson the space, and paiN-zevy runs out of bullets. Ooh.
Knew he had it. Panic spray off the flashbang. Now this is getting interesting, but Skulls will bring it right back. This is the nice thing, the dynamic duo. It's like Batman and Robin here with Skulls and Zevy. You know, I don't know which one's Batman, which one's Robin. I think they take turns map to map, but it really is. Maybe it's more like the Wonder Twins.
Maybe. They're both really solid, though, so it's a nice little back and forth that you have one way or another, whatever you want to call them. paiN Gaming has a nice little bit of talent there.
John, are you a Batman guy? Like the Dark Knight?
I mean,
are you a comics guy? I guess I don't actually know.
Not really. Like,
yeah,
I've played
you're more of an anime guy than a comics guy.
Yeah, that's true. Zevy's gonna get the opening here on Jason. But
or was Zevy just going to chase down? I think he spotted sacrifice as well. He knows the players here. Full confidence, full faith, full canals control. All right, back to comics.
Yeah, no, I read more manga than comics. I guess it's just Japanese comics, basically. But not really into Batman. Aside from
not a
watching,
superhero guy.
Not particularly. Like, I watch some superhero stuff. I've played some Batman games that are pretty good. But, yeah.
Good old Arkham series.
Oh, the first Arkham was amazing.
Yeah, second as well. I never played the third, to be honest. Or I guess there's 4 now.
I only played the first, so.
Arkham City's well worth picking up. You can get the Game of the Year edition for mad cheap most of the time. It is a very good game. One of those games that one of the games that really first made the open world, I think, realize the promise that it did.
The first one was Arkham Knight, right?
No.
No?
No, that is like the 4th game that is a prequel. Arkham Asylum is the first game.
Oh, shoot. Yes, sorry. Yes.
Arkham Asylum is a phenomenal, I would argue, near perfect video game.
We're having some
Arkham
stuff.
City was a good one.
Yeah, some stuff happening in the server here. So we can talk about this more. Yeah, so for me, Arkham Asylum, the reason I really loved it is because I love the Metroidvania type games where it's just like one location that you slowly unlock more areas to as you go back. Yeah, as you backtrack and everything. So those are my type of games. But yeah, for me, once it got to open world, I mean, I don't know. I'm just very cautious of open world games. Less so now than in the past, but still, I will try it out.
Arkham City is definitely worth playing. It's contained enough. Have you played the latest, speaking of superhero games, have you played the latest, actually I haven't played the latest one, but the newer generation of Spider-Man games from Insomnia?
I have not.
That's another one where I feel like they do the open world very well in terms of Manhattan as your playground. A lot of it has to do with like how good transversal feels, if you know what I mean. Like making your way across the city or the location has to feel awesome. And I think both those games accomplish that well by letting you use either the zip line or the web slinging or whatnot. So to me, that's the key to open world, because there's nothing worse than when you're just trying to slowly scale your way back over a mountain or something, and the game is just fighting you every inch of the way on the movement.
Yes.
No one likes a walking simulator.
Yeah, I've only like played the Spider-Man game for like 5 minutes at one point. Movement's really cool, but I don't know if I like Spider-Man enough to play a whole game.
Well, you're wrong for that, but let's see if they're going to be right on this hit. Peeping out of play, but he was already low. He's found the AWP with his face. Pressure's on. Hardzao trying to commit around the obelisk here. He'll get one
Oh.
more, but he is overwhelmed. That's a nice play from Jason, and now Skulls and Zevy might just be locked out of this as the action heated up. Just one moment. Nice kill for Zevy. Skulls trying to reroute to join his teammate.
They need the bomb.
That's a big problem. 20 seconds. Skulls is asking, hey, where's the C4? And he is correct, too, because they're making it over towards A, and Skulls is going to
They don't have
to
much
it.
time.
Now they get the confirmation. With that rotation in, Skulls is going to trust his read. And they might think this is clear. If he can just get the kill, he's got it.
That's
oh,
over.
All the pressure. Has to commit to the plant. Knows who the player is. Got all the info and the kill as well. No mistakes being made here.
Yeah, once Skulls gets that first one, Liercy has to come into the plant. He has more than enough time to really section off the player trying to plant it and then getting the frag. There was a moment where he said, okay, maybe he goes down, but no. Skulls just too good, has not died yet here on Anubis, 5-0. Speaking of things that teams haven't gotten, it's a round for Fluffy Aimers, 4-0 in favor of paiN as they're cruising along in the early goings here. Cruising USA.
This is, I mean, always going to be the reality for teams that are newer to a level of competition. When you look at their map pool, right? They made such a good Inferno, but the question just becomes, do they have any degree of depth here on Anubis? And I mean, even if you go back and look at some of that Inferno, I think paiN may be kicking themselves if they do some demo review, because a lot of those CT holds were pretty... from our perspective, obviously, of the omniscient eye in the sky, pretty rinse and repeat. But paiN just took them a while to puzzle that out. That's a nice one for Hardzao. Interesting that he's primary opping so far on this map. Want to keep that off on A as much as possible. Good damage done. Still bodies up, though. Liercy and peeping barely. They have established the mid control. There's a gap. There's a gap in this smoke. Biguzero wants to see if he can't collect off the back of it. Ollie is actually going to force him wide. He's going to commit. They want to check it, but they spam. And having not found the kill just yet, do they believe he's here? Well, give it up, so it won't matter. 45 seconds. Now the ops come into support mid as well. Biguzero still finds that kill. 40 seconds. Time started to become an issue. They have very little to build on.
Yeah, Biguzero doing a really good job holding onto this space. And now, look, there's two players low HP coming this direction. Only 17 HP combined for peeping Liercy. Bigu's got the util out, though.
Well, he's just going to dump the molly to prevent them being able to wrap into A. With 20 seconds, like, what's the second read?
B.
They were just trying to pull rotation and then commit towards the B site. But Nekiz is still here, and as soon as he hears something, he's going to call his teammates back over. There it is. Molotov for his position. That's good, but just has to live. There's no time. Bombs dropped, round's over.
Yeah, Fluffy Aimers. Gonna run out of time regardless of what Sacrifice does here. Is a problem that's been plaguing them in the early goings here. Oh no, Sacrifice dies after time. No loss bonus going in his direction. And what I was gonna say was Fluffy Aimers, speaking of time, are taking too much of it to get to those bomb sites. They need to get there a little bit faster, and paiN are happy to play the waiting game because they know that it's a very tough task for the Fluffy Aimers to get past their crosshairs. So, 5-0 for paiN. Fluffy Aimers gonna have to settle for pistols into this round. Do have the full loss bonus, but I mean, Sacrifice only being at 450, it's not helping their cause. Skulls in a prime position to rack up some more frags. Has been the best player for paiN Gaming, no questions asked. Yeah, look at that. They could
gets them a lot, but now, all right, Zevy playing around it. A little spicier than it needed to be. Liercy, though, low and alone, and no access to the ball either. He's sectioned off from it. Trying to get back around. The flank is on. Nekiz will be getting him eventually if he tries to back away. So he's contained. They know it. They've got the op section on this angle. There really shouldn't be anything Liercy's able to do.
Maybe a nice headshot with the deagle.
Even then, he'd get traded.
Yeah. No, I was saying that's what he could do before he gets traded. But yeah,
True.
no.
True.
6-0 for paiN. Not really having too much trouble dealing with the pistols. It was a little bit scary on the opening moments of that entry in towards the A site, but afterwards they settled things down. Skulls dies for the first time so far in this map, but everyone else picks up the pace. Bigu's got 8 along with Hardzao. So
The thing
far,
I'm really
great.
interested by is, and we haven't seen it yet because I don't think they've had healthy enough money yet, even though they're up 6-0, is whether the secondary op's going to come out on the Zevy. Because it has just been Hards out, right? The section out B. They want to commit that op. They want to keep Zevy mobile. And I mean, he's very good with the rifle, so it's not an issue.
Right.
Ooh, watch out for them bows! This is coming looking. I think Hardzao might have realized just in time that he was sitting a little chunky on the angle.
Yeah. No, it's curious to see. I mean, usually Zevy will be the one with the op. You're right. He's fantastic with the rifle as well, but Hardzao sticking to it for now. Once they get a little bit more money,
look at
you have to
Zevy. This is what allows him. He might find the bomb. Oh my God, Zevy. He might have everything. He's got the C4. He's spotted 2 now. He's going to take the first. I don't even think he knows he has the C4. But now they know there's a player in spawn. This is absolute chaos. Bigu just peeks mid because Dia's eyes are locked on his periphery. A kill for sacrifice, but it just doesn't matter. They don't have the C4. Healing Zevy maybe gives you a chance to do something, but what?
Last one.
1v3 now.
That's just such a good play from Zevy, right? He finds the first one, then backs off into T-spawn, knowing that just the threat of him being there, as Hardzao's going to close this one out, just the threat of him being there is enough as the team ace comes through. And yeah, it's just so well played. Once you have that back lines in your control, Fluffy Aimers just don't know where to look and can't feel comfortable going for any type of execute, and that's when paiN pounce. 7-0. They are going to, if they take this next round, already have the half in their possession.
Well, not what you'd call the most encouraging start on an Anubis here, John. Shadow's just been spotted. Well, better get that gun out, sonny. Trade is there. But a little awkward for paiN to start things off. We've talked about the difficulty with fresh starts. Let's see. Big Zero has been great in mid. They've started to get a feel for where he wants to play, but he's still not going to be able to connect.
It doesn't matter. He's just too strong from this position. Jason trying to challenge here. Bigu's missing the shots, but so is Jason. Sacrifice, grabbing the AK, and immediately gets down to the ground. Zevy can't get the second one, so some space gain here. Maybe a bomb plant.
Bomb plant. If he hurries. Okay, no longer a bomb plant. There was a chance, John. If they held on to that mid position, there was no fast rotation in. But as a result of going down immediately, the quick reaction from paiN, Dia's stuck here. He's so committed into this heaven peak that as he clears around, he's going to spot the first. There's still a chance to make this happen. Spot Hardzao's post on the angle, and Dia had no idea he was there the entire time. So, it's all good.
Yep. Just Fluffy Aimers can't get past the defense that paiN Gaming are setting up here. And finally the op. There it is.
There it is.
Knew it was going to happen eventually. There's the double op setup. Zevy gonna grab it. Hardzao with one as well. And now this is even more problematic for the Fluffy Aimers. They do have the full loss bonus, so they get a buy up here with AKs across the board. But wow, Zevy down mid with the op.
One of the things I'm curious about is actually how this changes it up, because they were super mobile to start, right? We actually saw Zevy as a bit of a boundary. Oh, Neki is going through the smoke. That's so bold. They didn't need to do it.
No.
They didn't need to do it. They're in such comfortable control. Now it's pressure on towards B, because Zera has to come in to reinforce. At least he can more freely do this, but Hardzao gets caught. Here by the glyph, the change-up pitch. They tried to throw it, but instead, it seems like Fluffy Aimers might just be knocking it out of the park. Pressure on a Big Zera. Molotov's around. He's found the safe haven, though. And he's going to collect the first kill. That's going to be Obelisk, trying to get the util out. Timing is everything here, but his molly goes down in time. Bigu swinging back in off his teammate's flash. He is so mobile right now, and with teammates starting to reinforce, it looks like he's going to be able to make good. Look at the health. Look at the health remaining, John.
Yeah, it's 19 HP combined for the Fluffy Aimers amongst these two players. That flashbang, I'm not sure who threw it, but wow, it was phenomenal because it hits every single player trying to get in through B entrance and gives Bigu the space to maneuver around and find himself a second frag. Now Jason, along with Dia, are just so lit. They have space to get into the bomb site, but I don't know.
Well, for the moment, here's the check back in. I don't know if Zevy's spotted. Ooh, he's so wary. He knows mid's open, so he can't trust anything. And actually bring the fight potentially to him.
They are, yes.
Dia posted on the angle now. Might have spotted the barrel. There's the spot. There's the confirmation. He'll wait for his teammate to play together. It's unconfirmed damage. Otherwise, Zevy would probably be on the sidearm. And now he's lost his teammate. Now he's lost Big Guzera. Huge kill for Dia to find. Massive kill. Zevy's got the right idea. First one found. Make up for this all. But again, unconfirmed damage. Means it's ring around the rosy. Yeah, and Dia's pockets will be full of the posies. No scopes, no scopes. They all fall down.
Oh my goodness. Low HP or not, it doesn't matter when you've got Zevy at your disposal with the AWP knocking him down one after the other. 9-0 in favor of paiN. Unbelievable stuff there. Even when it looked like Fluffy AIMERS had the advantage, paiN came back and stole it right out from under their noses. Not a single round to speak of here for the Fluffy AIMERS in this first half. Oh, Big is getting adventurous again, and he will go down first in a 5v4 advantage for the Fluffy AIMERS, which they had found in the previous round, even though it didn't yield a round victory.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing FA settle down, expect the aggression, but the problem is it just keeps coming, right? paiN full confidence. They bring the kill back, but Nick is lost. Trying to go for B main control. paiN are fighting a lot. And considering they're 9-0 up, this is really interesting that they're trying to fight so much at once.
And their economy hasn't stabilized either, so they need to be really, really careful, and they're not being careful. We've seen 9-0 leads disappear before, so it's anything but certain at this point.
It is indeed, but Zevy's going to have a chance to be the hero here again. Pressure's coming towards the A side. He's posted right now. If they just go contact, which we've seen them do a lot of times. Oh, shot's going to miss. A rare whiff from Zevy. Molotov can come in to try and harass this bomb plant, but it's even a little too deep. And now on the flank, Hardzao's dropped, so with the money being what it is, they might just try and back away. He wants to come in. He spotted the elbow, who will get one kill. But coming back through, that's over. Skulls likely has to just back away, play for exits maybe, but this is a great way to get your one round on the board. Yes, it is just one, but as you pointed out, John, the money is brittle.
Yeah, and also paiN are their own worst enemy right now. They're pushing up, taking these aggressive fights. Yes, in the previous round, they were able to come back from behind and take it, but on a consistent basis, you can't find success in that way, which we saw on Inferno for paiN. Skull should be able to get one here. Dia's a little too passive there. There's the second. So economic damage coming through. Skulls could even get the last. There it is. 3K for him. And Fluffy AIMERS can't build up their economy. In fact, their economy is really bad because of that. Well, I mean, they won the round, but...
Yeah, but it's a potential swing right back the other way, and paiN's going to chase this. You've got Hardzao and double eco, right? You already have enough money for Skulls to be able to drop over some guns, so you can actually make this one look pretty good. But now it's going to be about the commitment. Big Guzera with just an MP9. How's he going to try and section out mid? That's where he's been holding most of the time, so this time, presumably going to have to close in a little more. It's one of the more passive mid holds that we see. But you know what's not passive is Neki is spamming into the canals early. Looking for a freebie. Looking to get lucky, and that won't be afforded to him, but damage back the other way.
Yeah, Big is playing more back towards Palace, where he found success in the early goings of this half. I think it's better for him rather than going for those aggressive plays. Finally settling down a little bit on their side after that round loss.
paiN can make good here.
Yeah.
All is forgiven. Don't have to worry about it, but such a huge opportunity for FA to make a map of this one. Try and keep their hopes alive here in their debut in ECL. There's the spot. Maybe just trying to set Zevy up. They don't have a flashbang for that fight. Utility is at a premium. And it seems like this is going to finish B. We've seen a molly for Obelisk quite a bit, but there is no molly available here, so Hardzao's going to have the strong position by Glyph. Here it goes. There's the first spot. Hardzao holding his angle, but he'll lose a teammate. Oh no, Hardzao only gets one. Where did his bullets go? I don't know. But what I do know is the site's lost, and in a 2v4, this could be it. Skulls wants to bait out an extra peek. But he's not going to get one, and you'd imagine they're going to have to save.
Yeah, I mean, that was weird. That was a three-way crossfire that paiN had on that B site, and every single player dropped with minimal damage done the other way. So the Fluffy Aimers are indeed going to find a second round victory in a row, and paiN Gaming, money is broken. They have to save whatever they can. They will maybe get an A1S out of this. You see a bit of a hunt coming through from the Fluffy Aimers, even though they also cannot afford to lose their guns. They have to be careful. They want to try, take that risk, potentially putting a bit more pressure on to paiN into the next round, but they won't get that A1S out of Skulls' hands. That'll be that. Second round picked up. Probably all you're going to see into this round is already up and running.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge opportunity for the AIMERS now. This is where they make good. A little bit of disjointedness on the B site defense causes problems. So with just the pistols, paiN might try something cheeky. 3 stacking towards mid. That's the cheekiness. Want to try and take the control here. Got an aggression here a couple times, so it's not a bad read. And here comes the SMG, the pistol. If they can get this kill, they can maybe drop another gun and use it further forward. That's a great shot on the skulls. But Big Uzera, he'll still get the last laugh. Drops a rifle. 2 can be saved through, but now they have to shift back into that A defense, knowing that their presence in mid means that A was likely light. But Fluffy Aimers, they're not so quick to respond. We've seen them take their time on these T sides, and that seems to be the case here as well. Nekis is trying to save the smoke till the absolute last moment as the cave player.
Yeah. I mean, Peeping can catch him out just with a good peek here. There's the smoke out. Peeping connects onto him and then finishes him off. So there you go. B site likely taken. Hardzow still hiding behind pillar, and he tried to come out at the right moment. It didn't work. And that should be the site taken. You want to save those rifles if you're paiN. No reason to toss them away.
They're thinking about exits, but they don't even really necessarily need them. Guns are much more valuable. Zevy will catch Dia. Make a quick check. No one else is here. And there we go. AK upgrade available. Didn't take it. But that should end the hunt, realistically. Money's still not great for FA.
Yeah, no, they don't need to hunt any further, and neither do paiN. So both teams will likely end the round as it stands. Fluffy Aimers find a third in a row. And like I said, you know, that 9-0 lead can quickly disappear. And Fluffy Aimers are already cutting into it. paiN will have a much better buy up into this next round, though. With the 2 rifles saved up, they can be dropped over if needed, and everyone else should be able to get what they like. Bigu might drop an AWP. We'll see. Yep, there it is. And it will be handed to Zevy. So even though we saw Hardzow handling the opping duties for the majority of this first half, Zevy is now going to be the lone carrier of the big green.
I mean, when you need a big round, no offense to Hardzow, he's a great player. He's a very capable player, but when you need that explosive performance, you give it to the hot hand, and that is Zevy. This guy has been unreal, next level with the AWP.
Agreed. And Hardzow's always been a solid secondary opper, though.
That he has. Let's see what they got. Facing towards mid. Bigu's been great in this position, but he's already spent all his util, and this time Learcy gets the better of him. Bigu wanted the more aggressive posturing, but it gets caught trying to go towards the double doors, and now they have to reroute. Hardzow dropping util. That's a great bit of initiative from Nekis. Flash off of Zevy, sets him up. There's the kill. They're going to know the op was towards B, though, because Zevy got that flash assist. So if they're thinking about it, a little bit of information given away. Got some options here with this mid control. Take it as a result. In towards A, it seems timely smoke might slow this down. But Hardzow's going to rotate off of it, so Skulls is very much on an island. And without mid support, without mid control, he could be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, they have no information as to where Fluffy Aimers could be right now, so it's
Hardzow.
a bit tough. Yeah, Hardzow's waiting on the other side. He peeks around the right
timing.
time. The deal
That's
looks the wrong way.
That's bomb. That's huge timing here. Hardzow recommitting. Didn't need to do that. Just need to keep the doubt in their mind. And all right, that's where the mistake comes in. Hardzow re-aggressing. That allows them to refocus in towards the A site, and that leaves Skulls out in the open, exposed. Still 2 on 3. This is retakeable, and it seems like they're going to give it a look. Neki is trying to make the hero play. Zevy just making his way in. He's been spotted. That's a nice shot. The uppercut. Zevy next to falter. Indeed he is. Sacrifice holding the spray, and Fluffy AIMERS from a 9-0 have recovered with 4 rounds in a row.
Yeah, I mean, you said Hard's out, perhaps getting a little over aggressive, but a lot of credit to Learsy for retaking that very, very well. I mean, he just came around that corner, convinced he was going to win the fight, did, and then went back into A and also got the player in heaven. So well played for him. The Fluffy AIMERS are continuing to win rounds here. That's their 4th in a row, and paiN don't have the money to reinvest really that much into this round. I mean, you have an A4, but outside of that, 2.57s, the CZ, and the Mag 7. Biggie was going to get taken down to 53 HP here. That's probably be dead to rights. Yeah, he is. Learsy dropping him. And since the early parts of this half, when they were on that 9-0 run, Biggie really disappeared. Hasn't really had that impact he was having previously. And that's a lot of pressure on Zevy's shoulders. As a result, Zevy won't get anything either with the A4. So 5v3, not much left for paiN to work with either, both in terms of hardware and util.
Putting themselves in off angles. I mean, really trying to come into off angles is so bold. You're basically hoping to catch one lurker. It's a little weird to see at times, right? Because paiN should feel comfortable as the favorites here. They're giving themselves some really tricky angles to try and defend. Now, look, we will say, all said and done, everything being what it is, if this winds up being 9 rounds CT side for paiN, that's a pretty dang good half. And they still got a chance to make this one work. What? Oh my god. It's turned on a dime. Dia caught out, dropped down, Sacrifice. He has to battle back into Canal just to get the bomb. He's only got 35 seconds to do it. Molotov to push him further back. Sacrifice. He's in such a tough spot here.
Oh, no.
Another Molly's picked up. Hard's just going to keep dumping this utility to slow time down. What do you do with your Sacrifice? You have to save your nades to try and get back through this choke point. And now they're going to take the long angles. Going to make life so difficult for you. Flashbang dodged on the initial. It barely does anything. You're the fish, and they've brought you the barrel. 10 rounds found. Double digits on paiN Gaming. Not content with 9 at all. Mag 7 OP.
I mean, look, yeah, it can be very explosive, and it was there, but Fluffy AIMERS, that's a 5v3. I mean, you just have to group up together and go for a hit, and they were grouped up, but they couldn't deal with what was thrown their way and just completely fell apart. Chaos sown by paiN Gaming with those pistols and the Mag 7. And a 10th round picked up when it looked almost impossible. Hardzow's going to get one here, charging out with the op. Not the best of ideas going out towards water with that op, but hey, look, he gets one traded out. Dia gets a second. Neck is going to get dropped. 4v3, man advantage found again for the Fluffy AIMERS.
Oh, that's a nice way to recover, though. Right back into even the Stevens as the nade does chase. A little bit of spice. It's the in-game leader and his young guns who remain. paiN-zevy is right and left hook. Looking like Andros out here. Clearing towards mid. Space taken. There's going to be some information. And paiN-zevy might actually push in. Ooh, the pinch back in towards A could be spicy if they can make it work. Utility starting to be deployed here from Skulls just to get him back into the angle. He loves this really open heaven plant, or heaven spot rather. As they clear back in, do they clear him? He's played this a couple times. They know. They know, but the smoke allows him to get back away. Stumping his own util to make life uncomfortable as his teammates get in position. Look at paiN-zevy fast on the flank, deep towards A main. If he gets his kill, Learsy's coming looking for it, but he doesn't have the shot, and now it's all falling apart. Sacrifice done. 11 rounds to send us to the half. Live and back into it. paiN Gaming up 11-4, looking dominant on their CT side. Little wobble there, little wobble towards the end, but quickly corrected. And I mean, when all is said and done, if they can take any degree of command here on their attacking half, it's going to be over quickly. That's a nice bit of initiative. The fight out cave. They're full committing into this. And now the problem is they let them in towards B, but that's a good kill. Big pick found and the cave cleared out means that this plant should be on. And indeed it is. A commit from the temple. Ooh, down goes one. A trade is there and sacrifice. Again, coming up big with the pistol plays. On the hearts out. He's got them lined up, but Peeping takes the final kill and Sacrifice secures the pistol round for the Fluffy Aimers. Sacrifice
is a pretty scary customer, it seems, on these pistol rounds with that USP in particular at 4 on Inferno CT side, and this time too in critical juncture, of course, on the CT side for the Fluffy Aimers in their pistol rounds. So they won 3 of the 4 pistols. They've got a 5th round as a result. paiN don't get a bomb plant out of it, so now... Or did they get the bomb plant, Mike? Am I going crazy? They did get the bomb plant. So they will be able to force up here. They got the AK, the SG, the Galil, and
probably would have done it anyway. But let's see where the Krieg.
I don't know if they would have.
Krieg for the fight out cave. Oh, I love this. This is Zevy saying, do it again. Do it again. I dare you.
No,
do it again.
With an SG.
Try me again. I got 553 in the gun's name because that's the number of bullets I'm going to put into you see? I don't know why he's a 1920s gangster, but he is now, John. Don't worry about it.
Well.
Don't worry about it. Neck is his gained cave. Ooh, that's a good position to hold on to later in, but he's actually going to concede it. Doesn't want to stick around. He can be flash cleared back in, but having seen nothing there, they don't have information. He knows that for FA, and it seems like... I was going to say paiN might be committing into A, but it seems like they don't want to make the decision just yet. A would be a great read. If you get this mid control, I mean, I guess Sacrifice has now come back around to support it, so the moments may be lost, but it's still definitely a pressure point.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can take down Peeping, perhaps, towards the mid position, and then not really have to worry about... I mean, Sacrifice obviously creates more of a problem, like you said, but still...
That gets the kill. That's the opener.
There you go.
He knows the second player's here, but that's going to draw focus, and that distracts them just in time for this swing to come out. Now they gain the A site, but Dia holding the corner. Oh, he makes so good on it. They didn't clear it. They didn't clear it, and Zevy only gets 1 off the Krieg. The Eagle can't ring true, and this one's said and done. I'm amazed they didn't clear that because that was Skull's favorite position to hold on this site.
Unreal. Fluffy Aimers get a second. The force buy does not yield anything for paiN Gaming, and now, well, they're going to have to save. Could buy some pistols. Pistol upgrades wouldn't be bad. P250s, maybe a Deagle here and there. We'll see what they decide to invest into the round. It will be Eagle. 4 of them, to be precise. Hardzao doesn't want to buy into anything here while being at only the 2100 mark, except for the armor that he gets. So if a gun gets dropped, probably going to be thrown Hardzao's way. Yeah, so much damage on the neck. Then flicks into the smoke, and then gets to... What? Dia doesn't see anything, only the tracers, but he follows them seemingly perfectly and gets himself 2 for free. Ay. That's just pistol for paiN, but still.
Kills coming through. Kills coming through. Oh. Hardzaw gets 1. Money getting healthy here is great for FA.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, they just Hardzaw's dead one way or another. Does he get another kill? He does indeed. Oh my God, Hardzaw. Make it expensive, why don't you? A little stinger on the end there. It was looking like it was going to be so very healthy for FA, but play right into his hands. Right into his crosshair.
That was the plan all along for Hardzao. He knew he was going to get 3 frags out of that round. Wow. Those are some nice shots. Great crosshair placement, helping to yield that type of performance. And now, as you mentioned, I mean, Fluffy Aimers, they were looking good, like they had the economic foundation. It disappears because of what Hardzao does, and only Sacrifice has more than 1K in the bank account at 2.6. Everyone else below the $700 mark. paiN Gaming onto their first full-on buy, of course, in this half as well with 4 AKs, and Zevy really wants to try and use that Krieg here on the T side of Anubis. Certainly, there are a lot of long-range engagements, so you've got the potential to use it pretty effectively. We'll see. In this situation, not really long range, and there's the result. Peeping. He's going to take him down quite quickly. Trade comes through for Skulls, but he takes a lot of damage as a result.
No, he's got the bomb, but oh, if he gets the kill, oh, that much better. Dia, so very low. The bait was the chance to secure the C4, but turns out that may have been a little bit too good to be true. Pressure on. Learsey maybe coming in to support his teammate and Jason. But Nick is just holding on to this cave control. Mid's been left wide open. Hides out sees nothing. Big Goose sees nothing. And they say thank you. As a matter of fact, we will. Utility in, making life uncomfortable. Molotov to slow them down, but they're past it. Oh, Dia still hit the shot, but it's not a kill. And going down, sacrifice now makes this so very difficult. His teammates are routing like they want to go for the retake. And a 2-on-3 might be too tempting a prospect, but paiN Gaming now look to be in pole position to secure round number 12.
Jason's going for it, though. And he goes down for the count. Skulls with a perfect shot from the AK. Learsey, at this point, the money's not good. You got to think about the save. Don't go for that hero play. And indeed, Learsey says, as much as I do not want to go for the save and I want to try and clutch this round out, I will indeed fall back and keep the A4 up and running, yielding that 12th round to paiN Gaming. That was a great little recovery there by paiN as they lose the first player, but Skulls comes around the corner, gets the trade, and almost more than that, right? He drives Dia down to 2 HP, which means Dia can't hold aggressive angles anymore with that op.
Now, here's the prime opportunity, right? You've got the broken buy. FA presumably going to buy into this one since a lot of players are double eco. But this would put you on to 13 if you can surmount it. And at that point, 14, right? This is the chance to put the game away. So yes. FA needs a hero play. They need someone to step up big.
It's really tough because they were fighting from so far behind at the beginning of this half, down 11-4, and they did manage to get 3 of the first 4 rounds, of course. But paiN finding that first one, and FluffyAimers not building up their economy well really has cost them. Neck is going to go out here, and he goes down first. Learsey, with one of those rifles, finds it. And this is where the stack is, Mike. It could get dangerous for paiN.
Yeah, it's all good, though. They're dismantling it. They're taking this apart like they're a wrecking ball. This is oh so much plywood. Completely dismantled. So yes, they go right into the potential danger, just trying to make the faster play with no information, but paiN Gaming, they're good for it. Skulls, specifically, is good for it. He kills 3. That is very important to find. Now, no money saved through. Just the 2K across the board means this should be a pure eco to give FluffyAimers one real chance to fight for this map.
Yeah, on Inferno with Skulls and Nikiz that were doing the work, and I think Hardzao as well was implicated, but this time it's Skulls again, and Hardzao leading the charge, in fact, at 22-11, but in that previous round, Skulls was so integral in ensuring that paiN got that 13th, and as you mentioned before, Mike, FluffyAimers don't have any money here because they were on the double eco, they went for the force buy, and now it's just pistol, charge up the bridge, hope for the best, and well, hope is all they're going to have into this round as they fall by the wayside. 4 players deleted by Big U, and Learsey eats a nade.
And the ace! Love setting up your teammate for that. Zevy dunks the nade and goes, yeah, he's got to be lit. Go get him. Go get him, Captain. Go get your ace. Big U Zera. What a time to pad your stats.
Wow.
Bam. Bada bing, bada boo.
I mean, I admire the effort for FluffyAimers not having much in the round. They say, you know what, let's try something cheeky, and it just doesn't work at all. Big happens. Ready. I mean, yeah, of course, you got to try something with the pistols. I don't blame him.
Get weird with it. Speaking of getting weird with it, teammate aggression gets 1, no more. So victory here for paiN Gaming. They are all too happy for a 2-for-1 trade. And now the pressure's on, and Jason wanders into the open. This could be it. This could be the map. Realistically, this should already be a save, and Nick is trying to bring it a step further.
Yeah?
Yeah, they gotta be a little careful. The bomb's not here. But all right, if I kill everybody, it just won't matter. Peeping going to try a hero play because this is disastrous now for FA. The chances to win this map down the drain. Circling it right now, at least. Peeping going to try and make the play through smoke. He might have found the gap because who would expect this? Oh my goodness.
They're going to have no idea he's on site, Mike.
Who would ever expect this? If he kills a cave player... Oh, he holds his nerve. The turn, though, he's huge, and paiN-zevy's ready. Quick reaction. That's what you like to see. The reason he held his nerve is because he heard the B main rotate. So he knows that's the bomb. If he holds, kills the cave guy right as the B main guy comes through, gets both, then he has the bomb and the best chance. I actually love the discipline there. Just doesn't work out in this situation.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. The fact that he slips through and then waits for the opportunity to perhaps do exactly what you were saying, Mike, because for sure he had that information, but... Oh, man, it was the best opportunity to take the round. Unfortunately for him, Skulls turns around and almost takes him down, and after that, he's ripe for the picking. So paiN are going to have 8 opportunities to close out this map and the series. Not much of a buyout for the Fluffy AIMERS, 3 MP9s, a FAMAS, and a Scout. And they have heavy presence on the B site, which appears to be the final destination for paiN. Although the bomb is still down in T-spawn. So paiN want to gain that space, and then they'll rotate back for the bomb afterwards. Leersy goes down first. Sacrifice gets the trade. Could get a second here. No, just barely misses taking down Big Azera. And that means a 4v3 advantage with Jason barely alive to around the corner.
He got hit by the flash. That actually gave away his position if he was going to hold on to it. Cheeky kill, all onto Peeping now to try and keep their hopes alive in this map. He's got the first. And it cost him much health, but these 2 remaining players are wounded. Big Uzera is actually rerouting the bomb, knowing that this is here, but on the smoke fade, Skulls will never be missing. So full control for paiN. As close as Inferno was, this one was all paiN all day. It's kind of what we expected going into it, but still, I think the Fluffy AIMERS showed us enough in this series to mean that we should actually be somewhat interested in what's going to happen to this team down the stretch.